The Freedom Charter outlines key components of freedom that South Africans shall enjoy. Free and compulsory education, irrespective of color, race, or nationality, is a significant part of the document. However, Walter Sisulu University students in the Nelson Mandela Drive campus continue to endure unfavorable living conditions. It has become a norm that every year they protest, raising various demands including financial exclusion, NS5 late payments, and inhuman living conditions. If you go to the Atlanta residence, there are dilapidating blocks there. If you go to the toilet, you have to invite a friend because you need a balance on the way inside the blocks. It is filthy, wet, and there are leakages everywhere. Confrontation between students and law enforcement ends with rubber bullets, tear gas, live ammunition being used, and torching of vehicles. A student's life was lost, while some sustains injuries.
I think it's a problem of funding at the level of government, but a problem of political commitment to funding higher education. By the way, there's a general crisis of funding of higher education. Currently, we're sitting at over 20 billion rand of student and graduate debt. You get a student who owes as much as 500,000 rand. That is a student who has not yet gone to work, a student who has not been even aware if they will get a job, what kind of job they will get, and whether they could ever be able to repay the debt.
It's an incident that drew the attention of the Higher Education Ministry and other leaders as tensions were rising significantly.
One is not going to argue on those technicalities, but what I know and what I saw from the records from NSFAS, as the department, we have been paying for the student last year till the end of the year. And this year, I saw through the communication that we had with students that he is indeed registered. I can affirm that.
We are sick and tired of this. We are losing kids from abnormal environments outside institutions and still lose kids in protected areas like institutions. How does a man of security has the audacity to shoot at a child when he's supposed to protect the child?
The university's residence manager was arrested and appeared at Mthatha Magistrate Court, facing charges of murder, attempted murder, and possession of unlicensed firearm. Students are now demanding justice for Sisonke Mbolekwa. Walter Sisulu University says it's working tirelessly to improve living conditions and also to attend to the demands of the students.
The university has a schedule of residence refurbishment, which is almost now, we're on the 7th year, refurbish our university residences. The residences that are outstanding and they are on schedule for refurbishment activities. We are definitely sure that in the next coming 2 or 3 years, the dilapidated residences conditions that we have will have come to an end.
The unrest consequences are extremely harsh. Families lose their children for demanding their rights, and others may be permanently disabled. All these leaving families in fear, as they are not certain whether their kids will return home with qualification, injuries, or even in a coffin. Kulula Konyembezi, SABC News, Mthatha.